Hi, I'm Dan.
I'm Lorin.
And I'm Jared.
And you're watching Word of Mouth.
I live off the suffering of strangers. I've built a career on the sorrows of people I don't know and I will never see again.
That's not true. You've helped them in ways you can't see.
Have I? Have I? Really?
Tonight we saw Time Stand Still by Donald Marguilies.
The play takes place in the house of Sarah and James, which is in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. They are journalists who go to Iraq and all over the world. He's a writer and she's a photographer.
We meet them at the onset, coming back from a roadside bombing where Sarah was injured.
Because she almost died, that brings up all these issues about their lives, their relationships, what's going on between them as a couple.
They were comfortable in their lifestyle. They would both come and go. They would, go off wherever they went. They would be in two different places in the world. But as the play starts, you understand that he's starting not to want that anymore, and he wants to settle down, especially since she's been injured and almost died. And she's having a hard time accepting any of that.
Richard is the editor, the photo editor of, I guess, the magazine where Sarah works. And he brings to their loft a younger girlfriend, Mandy.
Mandy is sort of the mouthpiece for a lot of the issues that Sarah's character has been dealing with. She's the one who asked her, like, how can you go see all these horrible things and just stand there and take pictures of it? Why don't you help these people?
So she's there challenging every single aspect of all three of their lives, actually.
Laura Linney played Sarah, and she was magnificent, even though she played I'm going to say an unlikable character. She did it beautifully. I was still engrossed by her. I wanted to see more. I couldn't wait to hear what she was going to say next.
One of the things I enjoyed most about her performance was just the depth of it. Like, you could see all this stuff going on in her eyes. And a lot of what was great about her performance is when she wasn't speaking, the acting she did in between the lines, to really sort of communicate how she felt about what was going on and everything that was going on inside of her.
Brian Darcy James played James, and that, for me, was the most impressive acting job of the night because he would react to her in these really subtle little ways. He played that line of letting the audience understand what the character was feeling, but not letting her see what was going on inside of him.
Their interactions with each other were probably some of the stronger parts of the show. Their scenes that were just the two of them.
Eric Bogosian played Richard, and it was fun to see him. I thought he did a really good job and a real credible job.
I've been a big fan of his since talk radio. It was also a treat to see him on stage. He didn't disappoint.
Christina Ricci played Mandy. It's her first Broadway play, and I thought she did a good job. I wasn't sitting there like, oh, you're only in this because you're a name. Like, she brought something to the role. She did act. She wasn't just there to be a pretty famous face.
I couldn't help think about the fact that she had replaced another actress in that role, Alicia Silverstone. Kind of flighty, little clueless, but Christine owned it.
It was nice to see a play that was set today and can deal about sort of issues that are going on in the world right now. I mean, obviously the war in the Middle East, like, that's a big thing of the past 10 years. And the play managed to touch on that without sort of taking a political stance on it.
I thought it was a very good play. Even though it was about relationships primarily, I also liked the underlying theme of photojournalism and journalists in general and their presence in situations. It was thought-provoking. I found that to be very intriguing.
I'm not sure it actually resolved some of the issues that it brought up, but it did bring up a number of issues.
I think the difference between this play and a great play is just, it's a great play sort of really delves into one issue, and it delves in it so deeply and sort of explores every facet of it that you really leave with something to really sort of mull over, and you've been presented with all these sides of an argument. I don't think I'm gonna go home and lay awake at night thinking about the issues that were raised in the play.
I felt that the ending was a little tacked on. It jumps ahead in time to resolve everything, but it doesn't come from it organically. It's just a nice way to tie a bow and and have an ending. But the play itself was strong enough for me to let that go.
If you were interested in this play, go see it. Like, I think you will find something to take away from it. The performances are great. The writing is strong. I don't think it's, you know, a game changer. I don't know if it's something we're going to be studying 50 years from now.
I would definitely recommend this play because the script was a very solid script that I appreciated, but the acting was superb.
If someone asked me about this play, I would definitely recommend that they see it. It was a very entertaining night at the theater with beautiful acting and beautiful actors on the stage.
We have been putting ourselves in dangerous situations for years, and we never stopped to think what would happen if one of us got hurt. We didn't have a plan.
So marriage would have made medical management a lot easier.
Yes.
It's got to be the most romantic proposal I've ever heard.
Sarah?
Get up!
Sarah?
Get up!